Well, if you enjoyed the Q&D Illini West football game 2 years ago, or longed for the days when the Raiders would regularly meet the Pittsfield Saukeys on the gridiron, have I got good news for you. KHQA has confirmed that during its conference meeting in Macomb this afternoon, the West Central voted unanimously to issue Quincy Notre Dame, Chillicothe IVC, and Canton football-only invites to the league. Those would take effect in 2013. Obviously, those schools still have to decide if the WCC is the right fit for them, but Illini West Athletic Director Joey Dione tells KHQA the schools in question, quote, just make sense, unquote, in preserving the integrity and the future of the league, which will lose Orion, Rockridge, Sherrard, and Princeton after next year. Quincy Notre Dame also contributed to the Christmas in February fund that was, for college football coaches, National Letter of Intent Day today, much to the delight of Truman State coach Greg Nesbitt. His list of new toys includes a pair of gigantic and much coveted recruits from the Raider trenches.
I see a lot of Coach Cannell and Coach Nesbitt, so I definitely like that when I heard that. And also just looking at his history, when I was on the visit, he said, I don't like losing, so I'm going to make this a winning program. And he's definitely changing that thing around.
On my visit, he had already committed, so I had that in the back of my mind also, thinking about where I wanted to go. When I went there, I was really caught by what the players had to say and the coaches and how they're turning this program around.
Well, the Bulldogs also added one heck of a tight end today by way of America's hometown.
It's a blast right now, and this is a lot of fun. I'm waking up with an even bigger smile lately because knowing that, we finally got it settled where I'm going and the great coaching staff that they got up there. And they've been struggling in the past, but they're on the rise, and I'm excited I'm going to get to be a part of it. Like you said, the Q&D kids, got to talk to them a little bit, and just the people that I got to spend time with over the weekend and the kids that have already committed, and we can be the class.
Well, the biggest prize in the local recruiting pool took all the surprise out of his recruitment last month. But when All-State kicker Nathan Knuffman officially inked his paperwork for Western Illinois this morning, he gave us our first chance to ask his new coach why the Panther specialist had so much appeal.
I have worked with the kickers and the punters and the holders and snappers for many years at Georgia Tech, at the University of Iowa, and now here the past 13 seasons at Western Illinois, regardless of my other responsibilities. In the last 2 years as the head football coach, I've continued to do that. And so I got to recruit Nathan myself, and I'm proud to say that. Nathan, one, is the people who know him down home know that he's a quality young man off the football field, a leader in the school, and that means a lot to us in the character that we look for in young men to be leathernecks. And then number two, he's an outstanding student. He'll graduate near the top of the class from Camp Point Central. That means a lot to us. And Nathan will come in here and compete at all three positions, that being the kickoff job, the punting responsibilities, as well as place kicking. And I'm excited. The fact that Nathan's left-footed. I've never had a left-footed punter in my career. There's an advantage to having a left-footed punter for the simple reason that they're rare, and therefore for your opposing team, their punt returner, he's probably only going to see that left-footed punter once a year, and or once every few years even. And that rotation obviously is going the opposite direction, puts a little different flight and spin on the ball. So really glad that Nathan is with us.
And we had a couple of other football signings today. You'll hear from both Logan Hicks and Briar Hockman on their commitments to Central Methodist coming up tonight at 10 o'clock. Also, we'll talk some non-football commitments today, and we'll hear from new Quincy University coach Tom Pagic on his first recruiting class as well.
All right. Thank you, Chris.